Hi, I'm Mr. Icker. So what I have here is a mod manager for a game called Space Beast Terror Fright. It is a project that I've been working for about 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been happy with the progress. Is now at a point where I can post this video and tell everyone that it in fact exists, and you can get it from the download link in the description. This video is going to be a showcase of the mod manager, so let's hop to it, shall we? So when you first start it up, you're going to need a path to the Space Beast Terror Fright data file. That's the name of the data file right there, so let's just navigate to that real fast. Oh, whoops. The Steam library, Steam apps, Space Beast Terror Fright, and there we go. Okay. And if it's a valid file, you'll be able to just, hop right to it. You'll be presented with the start screen. You got 3 options from here. You can manage your mods. You can open up a settings menu where you can change all of your folder paths, and you can create a mod. So let's get into the mod creation first. So when you first click on create a mod, there will be a slight hitch as it unpacks the SPTF pub NWF file. I should mention this mod manager / creator uses SBTF tool by Squinton. It is a modified version that allows me to verify files, without having to, unpack them. So this is the initial screen. You have the option of setting your mod name. I'll just type in, betrayal. After another mod that I made, which you'll see here shortly. And then you'll have 5 different options. You'll have action theme, graphic replacer, audio replacer, data change, and mod description. So we're going to go to action theme first. This tool will allow you to create your own action theme. I'm just going to type in betrayal here again. This is where you type in the name of your mod, click on add theme, and you'll have a bunch of options here. So we have 8 different layers that we need to fill in, so we'll fill those in real fast before we get to the other options. Alright, now that we got those filled in, we can now click on test theme. Now, nothing's playing right now because Space Beast spawn is set to 0 and distance to players set to 10 meters. So this isn't going to be 100% accurate of how it sounds in-game, but I feel like I got pretty close. So if you increase the amount of Space Beast spawned, you can hear that, the music will start playing. And if I remember correctly, it plays up to the 3rd layer when the maximum amount of Space Beast spawned is reached, which I assume is 32. I don't know that for sure. Feel free to let me know if I get that wrong. And then we have the beast distance to player, which, you can increase that. And, music will get more and more intense. Probably like put that at 0 and then just... Don't ask me how there's a Space Beast getting closer when there's nothing spawned. This is like a Silent Hill theme, theme, so maybe it's all in their head. So that's that. We have the graphic replacer, which you'll see there'll be 2 images on the side here. I have the default Godot icon set as the, placeholder image. So if we click on any of these files, you can see it'll display the image, up here, the selected file up here. Say hello to my huge ass cursor. So let's replace one of these. Let's do grayscale. Let's replace grayscale with night vision. So I'm going to cheat. The temp folder is actually in the root directory here. I'm going to go roll down, and I'm going to select night vision. So I'm going to replace the gray scale infravision with the night vision, like gradient. And then, if we don't want that, we just clear it, simple as. I forgot to mention, you can also remove your theme if you want. you have multiple themes, and then if you want to remove theme, just select your theme right here and just remove it. Now, audio replacer, it's the same as the graphic replacer, except you have like two, whatever you call these, like audio time thingamajiggers here. So you click on this, click play, it'll play the sound you have selected. You can also stop it midway through. And, you know, and replacing is the same as the graphic replacer. You click on this and you click on, you know, whatever audio you want to use to replace the selected audio from this list. Then we have data change, where there will be 3 data files that you can, well, change. You can edit the properties inside of each data file. So, you know, maybe I want the kick to be like massive. Maybe I want to put some more pep in my step, so I'm going to increase the rifle bob. And, you know, there's options for like every, you know, weapon, like Pathfinder. This is all read from the data file that's extracted from the SBTF pub and WF file when, you know, it's unpacked. So we got HUD icons here. You can adjust each HUD icon's position. And then there's also each style type, which I don't see getting much use, considering it's all proprietary stuff, but I include it anyways, because why not? And then you can add your own mod description here, which just, you know, describe your mod. I'll just type in Among Us. And then we click save mod, we choose a save location. I will save here in the root of the program folder, and you can see we have our mod here. Now this is a unique file format, SBTF mod. Unique in that I just renamed a zip file from zip to SBTF mod, so you can open it with any zip program and you can, you know, see that we have our stuff in here. So I'm not going to worry about that. This mod can go into the Twilight Zone. So, back into your program here. We're going to go back to menu. Now we're going to talk about managing mods. So I'm going to open that. You can see I've already had some mods made. You can choose a mod folder from up here. By default, when you start the program up, it'll create a mods folder in the root of the program's directory. And then you can just drop your mods in that folder. So we got a mod list here. You know, we can click on it, we can get the description. I can see this mod's author just decided to smash his head against the keyboard. You can also adjust the load order of the mods. You can click these small arrows here to go up 1 or down 1. You can use these to send it to the top or bottom of the list. And then we can also enable and disable mods. So, you know, maybe I don't want any of these. I just want my betrayal action theme for Space Beast Terror Fright. And we can just click on start game. It'll take a little bit to unpack the files, extract the mod files from the mods, and then it'll start Space Beast Terror Fright after that's done. Just need to give it a bit. Alright, sweet. Now let's see here. Hey, there it is, Betrayal. Make sure that's enabled. Now let's just hop into a local game. If you've been playing Space Beast Terror Fright lately, you may notice something's wrong. I'll explain that towards the end of the video. Actually, no. Let me make sure. I want to set this to insane. Yeah. Give me fewer. Alright. Alright, now we're in game. I'm just going to push these doors open, get the breaker. Okay. Alright, as you can hear, my mod is working. How simple as that, and that makes me happy. Anyway, sorry, Jacker, I'm going to have to sacrifice you. Alright, sweet. So we go back. Let's exit. Let's go back to our mod manager. Now let's activate the rest of these mods. So enable you, and you. Now let's start back up. The only downside of this is you have to unpack the NWF file every time. So you can add your mods to the unpacked files, and then they have to be repacked and then moved over to the SPTF directory. It'll always take a little bit of time to start up the game every launch. So let's do this again. I'm going to lower the difficulty so I can survive long enough to get infravision. Alright. As you can see, we are bobbing. My weapon is bobbing like crazy. And if I shoot... It's probably... I don't know. It's probably a bit hard to see, but if I aim down this corridor, you can see my kick is like not only reversed, but also absolutely insane. Where? Oh god, oh god. I was actually scared there for a bit. So remember what I said earlier about aliens being in my mind? Well, I'm going to shoot them while I download this. Ow, I actually damaged myself. As you can hear, I'm now regenerating ammo. Not really. But that's just besides the point. Now I actually gotta survive long enough to get infravision. So let me do that. Probably gonna be a nice big cut to when I actually do get infravision. You know, oh hey, there we go, sweet. Alright. So infravision. Alright, let's see here. It's grayscale, and we got night vision. Lovely. Yeah, so that's nice. Go exit out of that. Now, there's one big caveat to all of this. You need to downgrade your version of Space Beast Fright to update 60. This is because that's the last version that SBTF tool works on. Let me show you how to do that. It's really simple. So you just open up your terminal if you're on Linux. I believe on Windows you just open up run.exe and maybe insert this command there. theme://open/console, and now open up the console. Then you type in download depot, the game's ID, which is 357330, the depot, which is 357331, and then the manifest number, which is the build that we will need, which is a lot of numbers I can't remember, so let me pull that up real fast. Yoink. Alright, put that there, preferably without the indentation, and it'll say downloading downloading depot 357331, 3 files, this many megabytes. Because I already have it downloaded, it completed instantly, but it'll take a little bit to download. There's no progress bar, so you'll just have to be patient. And then we gotta navigate to the destination where it downloaded. Go here, cut the files or copy the files, however you want to do it. Go in Space Beast Fright, paste, overwrite the files, and there you go. And as the mod manager / creator, I'll have the GitHub page in the description where you can download the program and get access to source code, as well as the lovely mods that I have here. I'll throw them up on the Space Beast Fright Nexus mods page. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a lovely day. Yeah.